Hello besties, welcome back to another video. It's freezing in my house. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling the urge to read. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the urge to read. So I am going to read the first chapter of these 3 books that I saw on my shelf that were kind of calling my name. We'll see which one we end up going with, but I just wanted to do this moment with you guys. Together, us. I'm feeling like a dark academia, but like mystery kind of vibe. I don't know. The one that's like really sparked this, I went to Second and Charles, as I do, and I got Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. And this is, every single time I see the covers of these books, I always think they're so pretty. And this book was literally $3. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Ellingham Academy is a famous private school in Vermont, founded by an early 20th century tycoon for the best and brightest students around. When Ellingham's wife and daughter were kidnapped, the only clue was a mocking riddle listing methods of murder signed with the frightening pseudonym Truly Devious. Their disappearance became one of the great unsolved mystery in history. Okay, that's not what that said. One of the great unsolved crimes in history. Many years later, true crime aficionado Stevie Bell is set to begin her first year at the academy, and she is determined to solve this cold case. That is, she will solve it when she gets a grip on her demanding new school life and her housemates, the inventor, the novelist, the actor, the artist, and the jokester. But Truly Devious makes a surprise return. The past has crawled out of its grave and someone has gotten away with murder. This is the first of a trilogy as well, but this just kind of was like calling my name. And then I just kind of was like the dark academia, or like academia kind of, it's so cold. It's so cold. So cold. Next one is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas, a gothic-infused debut of literary suspense set within a secluded elite university and following a dangerously curious, rebellious undergraduate who uncovers a shocking secret about an exclusive circle of students and the dark truth behind her school's promise of prestige. Mayhaps. And then this is an author that I met at Shelves in the City, like the first one in New York. This is where I got this one. So she seemed really, really nice and she was pretty cool. And then the last one is An Education in Malice by S.T. Gibson. And I love A Dowry in Blood by S.T. Gibson. I always recommend it for fall. So I've been wanting to read more books by her anyways. And everyone always talks about this one for fall. So Scrumptious and Addictive. An Education in Malice is a dark academia tale of blood, secrets, and insatiable hungers. Deep in the forgotten hills of Massachusetts stands St. Perpetua's Women's College. Isolated and ancient, it is not a place for timid girls. Here, secrets are currency, ambition is lifeblood, and strange ceremonies welcome students into the fold. On her first day of class, Laura Sheridan is thrust into an intense academic rivalry with the beautiful and enigmatic Carmilla. Together they are drawn into the confidence of their demanding poetry professor, De La Fontaine, who holds her own dark obsession with Carmilla. But as their rivalry blossoms into something far more delicious, Laura must confront her own strange hungers, tangled in the sinister game of politics, bloodthirsty professors, and magic. Laura and Carmilla must decide how much they are willing to sacrifice in their ruthless pursuit of knowledge. But I'm thinking, I can't really decide which one I want to read. They all kind of have like a similar but like different vibe at the same time. So we are going to read a chapter from all 3 of them and see which one we end up reading. This first main character, this point of view is from like 1936, and the character's last name is Epstein. Ew. Ew. Hello? Ew. Okay, we just finished chapter 1 of Truly. Well, it was like a prologue and also a chapter 1, so we finished both of those. We're on page like 25 now. It's pretty good. I'm actually really interested by the storyline, except for the fact that the girl's last name is Epstein, but I think she died. Like, she's like one of the people that died a while ago, that the new girl Stevie is trying to like uncover how she died, I guess. But I'm enjoying it. It's cute so far. It's interesting so far. They just got to the school. And I think the world building is really interesting. Also, there's one part that I really liked in this. I think it's really fun the way authors like unintentionally describe what a character looks like, and like especially if it's like a white author, like I always find it so interesting how they introduce a character of color. And the way that she did in this book was basically saying that Stevie was friends with this girl, and Stevie's like describing her and being like, oh, like I know everything about her, she's really cool, like she's one of the freshmen that I'm going to be meeting at this school. She's getting into the school because she's super smart in engineering, so smart that she was a part of this group that is girls of color who are really interested in engineering. And I was like, oh, okay, so she's a girl of like color. Does it say what color she is? No. Just as she is a girl of color, but I'm going to self-insert and make her a black girl. But you know what? Maybe we'll find out later on as we learn more about her, as she like meets her and sees her, like what girl of color she is. But so far, at least we got a girl of color. Oh, and I think she's queer too, because she said one of the things she really likes are girls with glasses. So I think is it fun that she's shoving every diverse token into one character? Mayhaps not, but also I'm only 24 pages in, so I haven't met all the characters, so we could find some other people. But that is the first chapter of that one. I think I'm gonna try Catherine House next, because I feel like I'm really gonna like Education and Malice, because I like S.T. Gibson's writing and A Diary of Blood, but this is kind of calling my name right now. So we're gonna try reading one chapter of Catherine House. Holy shit. Ooh, hold on. Wait a second. That's a lot of pages. No way. Page 40? There's no way. I guess where there's a will, there's a way. Page 40? Guys, 40 chapters for 40 pages for one chapter? Is there a table of contents? Whatever happened to putting table of contents in books? 40 pages for a chapter. Woo wee. Zoo wee mama. 30 pages for the next chapter. Okay, what we're gonna do for this one is we're gonna see how much we can read in. It's 11:05 now. Let's see how much we can read in 15 minutes. Okay, in those 15 minutes, I got to the end of page 16, which means I still have 24 pages left to go. Almost halfway. Got almost halfway. It's really interesting the way everything's written in this book, totally different from Truly Devious. Everything's written kind of like they were watching a video at the orientation of the school that was like explaining everything about the school and stuff. And the way you figured out what was in the video was kind of like the main character's thoughts. Like, okay, let me find the paragraph. Like she said, there's a paragraph where she's watching the video. The girl, her name is Ines. And she says, Imde continued on, wandering through various rooms at Catherine. Here was how we registered for fitness activities. This was what to do in case of a medical emergency. These were the holiday festivals and feasts that would mark the passage of our time. Ballrooms, parlors, and dining rooms flash pink, white, and gold. Should we have any questions, we may refer to the blue book for more details. Like, that's how you kind of, she was explaining what was in the video. And I thought that was interesting, and that's how it's kind of written. It's like there was another part where it seems like such a simple, statement, but it, set the scene in a way. It literally says, a girl coughed. We all glanced at her, then away. Anyway, Kimmy said, any questions? The parlor was tense with quiet energy. And just the concept of, a girl coughing, everyone looking and then looking away. That's such a small thing that, we all could picture in our head, because we've all been there, in a quiet room, nobody really knows anyone yet, and, someone coughs, and you all just kind of look, and then you look away, and you know what I mean? I just thought that was kind of interesting the way it's written. So this one's also pretty fun and cool. I don't know which one I'm going to read yet. We still got to read the first chapter of An Education in Malice and see what the vibes are. How many pages are in this book? Oh, it's only 12 pages. Thank God. I love a short chapter. S.T. Gibson gives us these short chapters. That's why I loved A Diary of Blood, because I could zoom through it because the chapters were... This is just slay. This is really slay. Alrighty. I have finished all 3 books or the first chapter of all 3 books. And I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be so hard. I'm thinking the one that I want to keep reading is, well, they were all kind of like really good actually. I don't think An Education in Malice, just because I'm listening to Blood Over Brighthaven right now, and this feels similar. The writing style in these two books is so completely different. It really does depend on what I'm in the mood for. I think I want to do Catherine House. It seems dramatic. It seems drama filled. And it's shorter, so this is probably a good one to start with, even though the chapters are so long that I didn't actually even get through the first chapter. It has a lot of breaks though, like paragraph breaks, so I feel like it'll be fine. But thank you for joining me, and just having you here helped me decide. This is the book we're going to read, which is so exciting, and I will let you guys know my thoughts and my end of month wrap up.